Be me. 26. Marketing coordinator. Self-proclaimed interior design visionary. Have a Pinterest board with 15K pins titled Sanctuary. Convinced that HGTV is basically a documentary of my future. Boyfriend is 27, civil engineer. Loves concrete more than he loves me. Literally wears steel-toed boots to grocery store. Just in case, he says. Our friend group is split down the middle. 4 girls, all aesthetic-obsessed, degree-holding professionals. 4 guys, all trade-adjacent or engineers, basically human calculators. We constantly bicker about form versus function. I argue that a room needs a soul. He argues a room needs load-bearing walls. Whatever. Local community center announces a tiny home charity build-off. 48 hours to build a 10x10 shelter for the homeless program. Materials provided, but creativity encouraged. Winner gets featured in local lifestyle magazine. My eyes light up. This is it. The moment to prove that vision creates reality, not math. I slam my hand on the table at brunch. We're doing it! Girls versus boys. The girls scream, "Yes, design queens!" The guys look up from their breakfast burritos. Boyfriend chews slowly. Swallows. You know that requires actual construction, right? Like saws? I roll my eyes so hard it hurts. We're not helpless, Mike. I assembled my IKEA bookshelf. You put the back panel on backwards and use duct tape. It's called improvisation. The challenge is set. 2 teams. 2 plots of dirt in the community park. 1 weekend. Friday evening roll call. We show up in matching custom-made overalls. Dream Build team printed in gold foil on the back. Hair done, makeup fresh, combat boots that have never seen combat. We brought a mood board on a tripod. Color palette, earth and clay, and whispering sage. Guys show up in stained t-shirts and tool belts that look like they survived a war. No team name. No mood board. Just a stack of blueprints that look like advanced calculus. Organizer blows the whistle. Start your planning. Girls huddle around the mood board. Okay, the vibe needs to be cozy industrial chic. We need a skylight. And a reading nook. What about a living wall of moss? We spend 3 hours debating the emotional impact of vertical shiplap. Meanwhile, 20 feet away, the guys haven't said a word. They are measuring the ground with lasers, staking corners, checking soil density. One of them is doing math on a scrap of wood. Boring. Zero passion. I shout over to them. Don't forget to feng shui the entrance. Boyfriend doesn't look up. Don't forget to pour a foundation that doesn't sink. Ignore him. Negative energy blocks creativity. Saturday morning. Construction begins. 7 a.m. We are pumped. Oat milk lattes in hand. Let's build a house. First task, the frame. We look at the pile of 2x4s. Look at the circular saw. It looks heavy. Jessica, our logistics lead, works in HR, picks it up. Revs it. The sound scares a bird out of a tree. She drops it immediately. Okay, that's aggressive. We decide to use handsaws. More artisanal. More connection to the wood. 20 minutes later, we have cut 1 board. It is crooked. It's fine, it adds character, rustic charm. We start nailing the frame together. Swinging the hammer is harder than it looks. Keep bending the nails. My thumb is throbbing. Why won't it go in straight? Maybe the wood is defective. We look over at the guys. They have a framing gun. Noster, toster, 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 toster. Thwack, thwack, thwack. Rhythm is annoying. Their walls are already up. Perfectly square. Boring rectangles. Look at them, I sneer. No imagination, it's just a box. Ours will have angles, dynamic shapes. We get our 4 walls up. They are wobbly. Like, really wobbly. If you breathe on them, they sway. It's the wind, Jessica says. It's aerodynamic. We need to stabilize it. Can't figure out the cross-bracing angles? Math is patriarchy. I have an idea. Liquid nails. I hold up the tube of construction adhesive like a holy relic. It says, heavy duty, we just glue the joints. Genius! We use 12 tubes of glue. Glue everything. Corners, studs, our gloves. It holds. Sort of. We lean a ladder against it, and it groans. Don't touch it while it dries, let it cure. Lunch break. Guys are eating sandwiches on their roof. Their roof is already shingled. We are eating salads on the grass because our house is curing. Boyfriend walks over. Wipes sawdust from his forehead. You guys need help with the headers? That window looks optimistic. I glare. It's a floating aesthetic, Mike. You wouldn't get it. He looks at the glue dripping down the stud. Is that just glue? It's a polymer bonding agent. It's stronger than wood. He sighs. The sigh of a man who knows he's sleeping on the couch if he speaks. Walks away. We high-five. He's intimidated by our innovation. Afternoon hits. Sun is hot. Makeup is melting. The structure is still a skeleton. We need walls. Drywall is heavy. Plywood is splintery. Why don't we use pallets, Sarah suggests. Upcycled chic. We find a stack of old shipping pallets behind the center. Drag them over. Nail them to the glued frame. It looks like a favela shack. Trust the process, I command. Once we paint it, it'll be textured feature walls. We realize we forgot to cut a hole for the door. Open concept entry? No, we need a door. Jessica tries to saw through the pallet. Blade gets stuck on a hidden nail. Snaps. We scream. Guys look over. Not concerned, just amused. One of them holds up a thumbs up. Condescending prick. We decide to just leave a gap in the side. We'll drape a tapestry. Boho vibes. Night falls. Guys have installed a working solar light system. Their house glows warmly. Perfectly level porch. We are using flashlights. Trying to staple gun insulation that keeps falling on our heads. It's so itchy. Beauty is pain, ladies. We call it a night. Tomorrow is Decor day. That's where we win. Sunday morning. Deadline day. We arrive with the heavy artillery. Rugs, throw pillows, potted plants, fairy lights. The actual house is leaning about 5 degrees to the left. It's the Leaning Tower of Pisa effect. Iconic. We start painting. Whispering sage covers a multitude of sins. We paint over the nails sticking out. Paint over the gaps in the wood. Paint over the glue drips. It actually starts to look cute. In a photo. If you squint. Step 2, the roof. We forgot the roof. Guys are installing gutters. We have no roofing material left. Panic sets in. Blue tarp? No, that's trashy. Canvas drop cloths. We staple white canvas drop cloths across the top. It's like a glamping tent, very airy. It sags in the middle. It collects rainwater for sustainability. Exactly. Final touches. We hang a macrame planter from the center beam. The beam creaks. Dust falls. We hold our breath. It holds. Just. Nobody breathe too hard near the center. We lay down a Persian rug over the dirt floor because we didn't build a floor. Grounding, earth connection. We step back. It looks like an anthropology catalog exploded. Aesthetic as F times CK. The guy's house looks like a shed. A very sturdy, well-built, waterproof shed. But boring. Gray siding, white trim. Yawn. We crush them, I whisper. Look at the vibes. The judges arrive. Lead judge is a retired contractor named Hank. Looks like he eats nails for breakfast. Has a clipboard that has seen things. He goes to the guy's house first. Walks up the steps. Jumps on the porch. Solid thud. Checks the door frame with a level. Nods. Inspects the wiring. Code compliant. Nice drip edge on the roof. Good flashing. Scribbles on clipboard. Guys stand there, arms crossed, looking humble. Good work, boys. Solid build. Now it's our turn. We strike a pose in front of the boho bungalow. Smiles plastered on. Welcome to the sanctuary, I say, sweeping my arm. Hank stops 10 feet away. Squints. Is that canvas on the roof? It's a tensile fabric roofing system. I correct. He grunts. Steps onto the Persian rug. His boot sinks into the mud underneath. No floor? We wanted a seamless transition between indoor and outdoor living. He pokes the wall. The pallet moves. How is this framed? Custom spacing, I say quickly. He leans his weight against the doorframe. Ninth, C rack. The sound is like a gunshot. A glob of dried liquid nails pops off. The wall shifts 3 inches. Hank jumps back. Whoa! It's settling! I shriek. It's just settling. He looks at the corner joint. Sees the glue. Did you glue this house together? Silence. Even the birds stop singing. It's industrial strength adhesive, Jessica squeaks. Hank looks at us. Then looks at the guys. Then looks at the clipboard. Ladies, this is a safety hazard. I can't even step inside to inspect it. But look at the decor, I plead. Look at the mood. The mood is imminent collapse, Hank says. He taps the corner with his pen. Just a light tap. The vibration travels up the glued stud. Reaches the roof beam holding the heavy macrame planter. Creak, snap. The beam gives way. The canvas roof collapses. The heavy planter falls. Smashes onto the coffee table we made out of milk crates. The left wall slowly, gracefully folds inward. Like a house of cards. In slow motion. We watch our sanctuary turn into a pile of painted firewood. Dust rises. A single fairy light string flickers and dies. Total silence. Then, from the guy's side, a slow singular clap, then another. Not cheering, just acknowledging the physics. My boyfriend walks over, steps over the wreckage of the mood board, picks up a tube of liquid nails from the rubble, reads the label. Not for structural use. He looks at me. I am covered in dust. My Dream Build team overalls are ripped. So, he says, did you pin this outcome on Pinterest? I want to die. I want the earth to open up and swallow me. But the earth is covered in a muddy Persian rug. Hank clears his throat. Winner, Team 2, the boys, because their house is actually a house. The guys don't even celebrate. They just start packing up their tools. Efficiently. Quietly. One of them walks by us. Hey, nice throw pillows though. Really tied the rubble together. We drive home in silence. I'm in the passenger seat of boyfriend's truck. He's whistling. Don't say it, I warn. He stops whistling. I wasn't gonna say anything. Pause. But what? Maybe next time we focus a little less on the feng shui and a little more on the screws? I cross my arms. You just don't understand my vision. Honey, your vision is currently a pile of debris in a park. I check my phone. Group chat is blowing up. Jessica posted a story before the collapse. Caption, building empires with my queens. #girlboss, #constructionlife. Next slide is a video someone tagged us in. It's the collapse. From a bystander's angle. You can hear the crack. You can hear me scream, it's settling. It has 40,000 views. Top comment, when you buy your house on Wish. Second comment, Big Bad Wolf didn't even have to huff and puff. I throw my phone into the cup holder. We were robbed. Hank is biased against modern architecture. Boyfriend just pats my knee. Sure, babe. It was the patriarchy, not the glue. We stop at a red light. He looks at me. You want me to go back and help you clean up the mess tomorrow? My pride is broken. My ego is bruised. My house is destroyed. Yes, please. Okay, but you have to wear safety glasses. Fine. And no mood boards. I look out the window. Fine. Be me 1 week later. We are watching HGTV. Couple is arguing about knocking down a wall. Wife says, it opens up the space. Husband says, it holds up the roof. I feel a cold chill run down my spine. I silently reach for the remote. Change channel 2, how it's made. Boyfriend smiles. Doesn't say a word. Hands me a beer. It tastes like humility. And sawdust. Never touching a tube of glue again.